come hai... non ti ho sentito bene. Come hai detto?
Snir. Aspetta che devo controllare.
Sì, come... Esattamente.
Sì, sghignazzare. Ghignare.
Posso immaginare perché, diciamo, ho avuto un'esperienza abbastanza simile in Sudafrica con quelli che chiamano Guinea Falls, che sarebbero, diciamo, quelle che in italiano sono le faraone. E solo che lì sembra proprio quasi come un rumore di catene che stridono, no? Il verso che fanno le faraone. Non mi è mai capitato di sentirlo prima, diciamo, sentirlo tutte le mattine lì non era una delle migliori sveglie, mettiamola così, che lì in Sudafrica, almeno nella zona dove stavo io, che era, diciamo, era parte della città, ma era ai piedi di una collina, no? E appunto hanno queste faraone che giravano indisturbate la mattina presto lungo la strada. Benissimo.
I
Allora,
was very surprised when I went to China and I saw the cormorani. That they have the ring in the neck, and they brought the fish in the sea, on the sea. And after this, they did not eat fish, but put the fish to the basket, no? Because they have the neck closed.
I see.
There was a very fantastic motion also this, because China is fantastic. I went, I think, when it was the lira, 20 or less years ago. We stayed 22 days by bus, by airplane, because the train, the airplane, because the buses were not very good. Now I think the situation is better.
I guess that the main mean of transportation in China is still, the train. Really good, network all around the country, or in most of the main cities around the country. Okay, so do you all know the word mean of transportation?
No.
No, I'm gonna show you
Mino?
a word. So mean of transportation.
Yeah.
Mean of transportation.
Mezzo di trasporto.
Exactly. So vehicle, it's quite similar. Yeah. Vehicle, mean of transportation.
Bicycle. They
Yeah.
had many bicycles. Now I think less, but when I went there, it were a very quantity of bikes.
Very common.
Mm-hmm. And the tuk-tuk.
See, yeah, the tuk-tuks.
Is a similar Piaggio, Vespa Piaggio.
Yeah.
They transform there in the taxi.
Yeah, you'll find many of them all around Asia, especially in South and Southeastern Asia. Okay, so
also in Sri Lanka, I saw this in Sri Lanka, in Taiwan, in Thailand.
I see. Interesting. Okay. So, what about the summer? Do you have any plan?
You have a dream?
Do you have any plan for this?
Plan, yes. I stayed in Italy. I have the same idea for the next year. We will stay in Albisona for 3 weeks and 1 week in Friuli, because I found very interesting Trieste last year, and I wanted to come back there. And after, I have the possibility to visit Gorizia, Palmanova, Cividale del Friuli, Pordenone, Grado. Quindi I stayed in Trieste, but by car we will go to visit the other cities. After I'm going to Catania this Friday for 5 days to find my mother. I'm going to Syracuse to see the Fiaccia, the Greek Fiaccia, le Coefore. Because the touring club organized this trip in the day that I go. Normally it's difficult to find the same date. And after I have the meeting with my colleagues, university colleagues, judge, lawyer, other people. And when I go there, I organized to collect 10 colleagues. They are very happy to see me. Nice. And after I have different things to go to the notary, to the doctor, etc.
I see. Interesting.
And also in September, I'm going to do the move to other house, and this is a very not good dream, but I had to organize for this. I have a new house and different things to think about it.
I see. Interesting.
Today I eliminate the cassette video cassette with a lot of my trips. I think more or less the 50 or other less, because when I traveled, I was very happy to use my camera. And after we don't have the video registratore, and I must eliminate the video cassette.
So I'm
very happy, but I also in English. I bought many video cassette for study English, and today I left. I eliminate, and I'm very unhappy for this.
You unfortunately deleted your VHS because you don't have a video recorder.
Yes.
Anymore.
Yes. Because iPhone, because I have the Virgin cassette card, no? Totally empty, and I phoned to the shop, and they told me, ma in 2021 we don't use this thing now. You must put her to the discarico.
I see, so you just...
a lot of money, no? You imagine, I think, a 10 lira, 10.000 lire di una volta, non so quante centinaia ne ho, sono soldoni, vabbè. Più che altro il dispiacere di non sfruttarli più.
So you have many VHS, many cassettes? many
Yes.
video cassettes you can't use anymore.
Yes.
Therefore, you just need to get rid of them.
You throw away. I conservative. I don't like to throw away things. But when you don't use, you must to do this.
I see. So you usually to keep things, not to get rid of old things.
No, I use my robes, my clothes that I had when I was young, and I put today also because there is the return of the things of the years ago. Il ritorno, no? Come si dice?
You mean the new fashion, the old fashion,
the old fashion, yes.
the new fashion.
Yes, is the same over the past.
Yeah,
I
because
saw on the shops many clothes that I have now. They're over my life when I was young. And if I put wear it, I is on fashion now.
because trends, come and go. One day you have one trend, 2 days later, well, 1 year later, you'll have a completely different trend. Maybe another year later, old trend is gonna be back. Yeah, that's the way it is. Yeah, I agree. And sometimes I find old-fashioned clothes quite nice. No, old-fashioned in English is not always used to define something. Old-fashioned is like something, not cool anymore, something, retro, something in the past. But still, sometimes something old-fashioned is still quite nice, it's still agreeable, it's still, nice to have. Anyway, what
Alessandro,
Yeah.
I don't remember there is another verb to say get rid, fare ordine. I don't remember now. It was very used.
To get rid is, to throw away or to give to somebody else something you don't use. While if you wanna say, how can you say? Just give me a moment. Like
there is another one. I don't remember.
I don't know, to keep your belongings /room /flat /etc. tidy. You can say that.
No, yeah. There was just one specific verb.
I'm not. Let me check. Okay, let's see.
If we can.
Yeah, I guess we can find on the thesaurus the meaning. Okay, so
Giusto.
thesaurus. Yeah. So you can use remove or job or no, but
I use
most
to
of
throw
them,
away.
many of them are mainly for people when you kill somebody or just make somebody disappear. Let me check. Nope, 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 not this one.
No.
Mhm. Just give me a moment. So yeah, you can use throw away, throw out, dispose of, discard. Yeah, maybe discard. Literally scartare in Italian. Or
Anche
clear.
eliminate is good.
Excuse me? Yeah, eliminate. Yeah, you can use it, but it's more general, you know? It's more, you know, it's more specific to remove, to discard, well,
The meaning was to make order also. To
yes,
get
to
rid
organize.
but
Yeah.
I saw it, yeah, but I saw it also somewhere here. Okay, no problem. I will remember one day.
Give me a sec.
I will get into it.
Let me see. Okay.
Something like the clunge, could be.
I'm not sure. Declange something? I'm not sure.
It's clunge.
Nope.
No, it's not.
Clear off.
Okay. The clutch.
No. I have no idea what you meant.
No, okay. No, okay.
Oh, no. Anyway. What about the others? The other people? Do you have any plan for the summer? Or something you would like to do? Something you're going to do? Something you're sure you're going to be enjoying doing during the summer?
I've not yet decided what to do because my main purpose would be to go to the States, but not with the quarantine. So I'm waiting for
So your dream,
Sorry?
your
Yeah.
dream, like your desire for the future, for the next future, as soon as you'll be able to go to the States with no
Exactly.
what's the matter? The visa, not the visa, while
The quarantine.
the quarantine.
The quarantine.
Yeah, I see. But moreover, I heard that it's not as easy as it was before, to go there with an e-visa. Before it was quite easy. Well, nowadays from Europe, I'm not sure it's as easy as it was before to go there with an e-visa. But you have so many different countries you could visit, I'm not sure about Canada. I'm quite sure you can't visit Australia, at least if they don't decide to let you in, it's up on them to let you in because they have some strict restrictions nowadays. Well, many countries, I guess, Switzerland, I don't know, Cyprus. Well, you also have the British side of the island. And Cyprus, with Akrotiri and Dicilia. Cyprus, Akrotiri, and Dicilia. Can you remember what are Akrotiri and Dicilia? I think we talked about these territories in the past, but I'm not sure you were there during that lesson.
No, I wasn't.
But is in Cyprus?
It's in Cyprus, but it's part of.
I went to Cyprus, but this name, no, I don't remember. I don't have an idea.
They are British overseas territories inside
British.
Yeah, they are British. They're not part of the UK, but they belong to the. Yeah, they belong to the UK. I'm gonna show you. Just give me a sec. Okay, just a second.
In Cyprus, it is a very strange the situation with the Turk people because there is Famagosta, other place divided for the European part.
Yeah,
when I were there, it was a similar phantasm place.
the island is split.
Because it is abandoned. They
Just-
wanted that they have this part, but they didn't live. They don't live there. I don't know. I don't understand.
Many areas are deserted because nobody's allowed. Nobody is allowed
to live there.
Live there because they are UN, United Nations controlled areas. Then you have like yeah, you have many areas where people haven't been, you know, moved, haven't been living since the, you know, since the partition
Mm.
of the island, since the
Yes.
forced migration of Greek Cypriots,
Mhm.
the south. So now you'll find the Turk Cypriots living in some of the houses, but not everywhere. And it's quite similar in the south, you know. In some places, you know, Turks moved to the north and Greeks, well, of course, Turkish Cypriots and Greek Cypriots, you know, switched places. In some cases, not everywhere, but in many cases, that's the way it is. So,
Mm.
mm, mm, mm,
But
mm.
it's strange to have a position and don't use you don't permit to live in this place. Cioè,
it's
it's
quite
very strange.
it's quite complicated.
Yes, it's,
Not only strange, but it's controversial.
yes.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, I guess.
I don't understand the will of people in general to impose our will against other people. This island is from Cipro e basta. Non comprendo in senso più forte come si può definire oltre understand.
Yeah, it's really hard to
To
understand
understand, yes.
at a certain point, you know.
This will to dominate.
Yeah, to have like a deep insight, a deeper understanding about the situation, about what happened exactly,
Mm.
about how they will figure out eventually to
Mm.
end you know, the messy situation. So do you all know the meaning of eventually?
Another situation is in Hong Kong. I don't know. This moment on TV, it wasn't the news about the situation because Hong Kong had a very nice, good freedom, no? I went there. It was very fantastic to go by airplane. You imagine to go on the sea because the airport is a strategic position. But they lived in another place for the dictator of China. And in this moment, there are many manifestations, but we did not know in which way they could resolve.
It's quite hard, you know, to sort all the situation out, to sort it out. But eventually, I'm sure that they will do that somehow. Maybe, you know, China will completely take over Hong Kong
Mm.
or however, you know, it's gonna happen. Nobody knows, you know. As soon as it will be, you know, too late to understand what happened, it's gonna be like that, you know. Like a click from one day to another, China will be in charge. China will control everything around Hong Kong. That's probably the way it's gonna be. I mean, that's what I heard. I don't know a lot about that, so I just don't wanna say too much you know, say too many things I'm not sure about, but that's the way it is. That's what I heard.
Another no good position is in Myanmar, in Birmania.
In former Birmania, yeah, I heard
Yes.
something.
In this period, we don't have the info on TV about the lady, the orange lady.
I see.
They don't resolve the dictator situation. Today I saw the president of Korea. It is a very less fat, dimagrito.
He's way thinner.
Maybe had the will, the disease.
He might be ill, you know. He looks.
Ma stai condividendo il video? Qui non vedo niente, io vedo solo te.
Sì, sì. Io lo vedo.
Vedi il video?
Sì.
C'è lo schermo in condivisione, non il video.
Cioè diciamo lo schermo.
Sì.
Io non lo vedo.
Poi non lo so, prova magari a uscire di nuovo e a entrare e vediamo se nel frattempo si riesce a vedere meglio, non so, in teoria si dovrebbe vedere.
Che prima lo vedevo.
Sì, a volte
Non
capita.
è nelle chat, giusto? No?
No, è proprio. Aspetta che provo a ricondividere nuovamente, però è una cosa del.
No, ora lo vedo, vedi?
Ok.
Io
Comunque,
invece no.
sì, adesso dovrebbe essere di nuovo in condivisione per tutti, è una cosa di Teams che ogni
Comunque,
tanto.
Alessandro,
Mhm.
ho scoperto il verbo declutter.
Declutter. I never heard it. Let me check. Declutter. Let me check.
Give a look.
Yeah. Let me see.
I was thinking and thinking.
Yeah, I can imagine. Let me check. So declutter, how's the pronunciation? Declutter, yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm gonna declutter before my family comes to visit. Declutter your. Yeah, it's just like tidy up things. Yeah. Okay. I never heard this. Nice to know.
No. Yeah.
I
heard it.
Now I know a new word. Thank you. So the territory I was talking about before, you know, is like well, this territory is Akrotiri, or however they pronounce it in English, and the other one is Dikilia. So the reason why Britain still keeps, you know, territories, chunks of the Cypriot island is because they have many really important, many essential military bases on the island. That's basically the reason why Cyprus, at least these red dots in Cyprus are like that. Okay,
Have you been there?
No,
No?
I've never been to Cyprus, but I know many things about it because I'm really interested in, you know, the whole situation. And, you know, I've been to many places I've been to many places in Greece, and in most of the places, you know, people are quite fluent in English, and you know, it's nice to communicate with them, to talk with them about things, and I would really be, you know, interested in, you know, knowing, you know, that version of the story, the way, you know, Greek Cypriots think about, you know, the whole situation, Turks, Cypriots think, you know, the other way around. That would be really interesting, you know. It was the way I heard about it, you know, seems similar to the black and non-black situation in South Africa, you know, with different languages, different culture, many bad things happening, you know, on both sides. So it's quite interesting, and it's really I bet it's really complicated, you know, to understand. I heard that there are many museums, you know, on each part of the island, like promoting, you know, version of the story, you know, saying, okay, Greek people, Greek Cypriots killed thousands of Turks. You know, the other way around for the Greek. That must be really interesting.
And
I
what
don't.
about the
Mhm.
what about the red places? The places in red on the map.
They are the British territories.
I am.
Yeah, that's Akrotiri and that's Dikilia. Then you have like the green line, so this part in the middle, this gray line, is actually called the green line. The green line because when when Cyprus became an independent state, you know, there were many issues between the Turk population and the Greek population. So the thing, you know, the British government, well, not the government directly, but the people in charge decided to do was the same thing they did, you know, with Pakistan and India. They just drew a line, you know, and said, okay, this part is gonna be monitored because originally it was supposed to be just monitored by Turkey, and the other, you know, and the rest of the country is gonna be like on their own. But things, you know, year by year became more serious, you know. So people needed to flee from the north to the south, especially in Famagusta. Uh, Similar things happened in the south, you know, with Turkish population moving to the north. And I mean, I've been to Kos myself, you know. Um, I mean, Kos is in Greece, okay, but I'm gonna show you. So, despite being a Greek island, you know, Turkey is just in front. In fact, if you when you take a ferry from Kos to Pserimos, Kalimnos, or I don't know, Nisios, most of the, you know, Simis, most of the Greek islands, you're gonna be so close to Turkey, you know. So here is Greece, there is Turkey. Here is Greece, there is Turkey. Here is Greece, there is Turkey, you know. Like ferries just do like that, you know, they go close and closer and then they turn around and keep on going, you know, to the other islands. So even, you know, even in that part of Greece, it's quite interesting to see how the cultures and geography of the two countries are way closer than you would think. And you know, especially in Cross, you'll find um, not maybe not a big chunk, but a big enough chunk of the population you know, being ethnically and linguistically Turkish.
Mhm. I see. Interesting.
Yeah, also in Rhodes, I didn't know that. Okay. Let me check. No, that's a conference. Okay.
Roots is Rodi, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Mhm.
Nice island, eh? Also, Rhodes
Mhm.
is so close, you know, Rhodes, it's like, yeah, that's Rhodes, you know, and that's Turkey. You know, from many Greek islands, such as Kos, you'll find ferries to the Turkish side. From Kos, you can go easily to Bodrum. It's like less than 1 hour by ferry. From Samos, you can go to Kushadasi, I guess, or something like that. And from Chios, you can go to Chesme. You'll find many different, you know, islands, Greek islands connected to Turkey, you know, via ferry, by ferry. Okay, so
Mhm.
let me check what I was looking for. Yeah. The sad thing, you know, about the situation in Cross is that, you know, in Cross, they experienced many earthquakes, you know, in the last years.
Wow.
And in some cases, you know, um, like um, buildings in ruin, you know, just the ruins of the buildings of the, especially the, you know, the masjids, the mosques. They just, you know, they just kept them in ruins. You know, it's not only related to the Turkish ethnicity buildings, but also the ancient, you know, the ancient Greek buildings. And you know, the most shocking thing in Cross, for example, is that I'm gonna show you. So that's this huge tree in Cross, you know, this huge tree. And just in front, yeah, you can see from this picture, you have this mosque, you know. And nowadays, well, not nowadays, when I've been there, it was like 3 years ago, but I'm not, well, 2 years ago, but I'm sure that very few things changed. The masjid, the mosque was almost entirely, you know, ruined. And looking for some pictures. Let me check. No, I can't find any. I guess maybe they just fix it. I'm not sure, but when I was there, it was completely in ruins, you know, and it's such a shame, you know, because that's also like this big, you know, chunks of ancient buildings, you know, just left there as, you know, as nothing happened.
Mhm.
It's right, you know, I've never been to L'Aquila or to Amatrice or those places, you know, but I expect them to be quite similar from what I saw across. And it's, you know, so sad because maybe on one side, you know, you'll find um, foreigners, like tourists, drinking beer, partying around and this kind of things. And then you see ruins just few meters from them. And maybe, they even, pass through all the ruined areas. It was quite shocking.
Yeah.
I mean, that's interesting at the same time, you understand something about how things work sometimes. Let me check. I don't know why I can't find any interesting article about the whole story. Okay, so let me check if there's something interesting about the. Yeah, anyway, when you're around Kos, you'll find people, speaking Turkish. Obviously, some of them, are tourists visiting, from Kos, from Bodrum, sorry, because as I said, it's less than 1 hour. They usually arrive in Kos town, like the main town where you'll find like the discos, bars, and this kind of things. I'm gonna show you Kos town. Yeah, it's the D3. There you have. Yeah, there you go. You can see like the constructions going. Well, not the constructions, just the iron, the metal building or whatever. And here you have all the ancient buildings just left there. It looks like a war zone, even if
Abandoned.
even if it's like a tourist area. It's so weird, so I don't know, so unique. And the interesting thing is that there you'll also find like Italian buildings from the fascist era, like in Crosstown you have like the how it's called, like the former police building. Yeah, I guess it's this one. No, not that one. No, no, that's the new police building. No, that's also the former police building. Somewhere over there. I can't remember exactly. Yeah, but it should be somewhere. Anyway, it's like you'll find like you find things spelled in Italian, like Casa del Fascio, or I don't know, like Polizia Municipale, this kind of things, on the building in the top. It's quite interesting. You see like fascist buildings. Yeah, here I guess yeah, you see like the fascist
Oh, sorry.
emblem, yeah. Yeah, this one is in cross. If I can remember correctly, I'm gonna check. like this one. Yeah, that should be still. That was like some writings in Italian, if I can remember. Even in words, you know, you'll find like things written in Italian, and also in Kalimnos, if I'm not mistaken. Was it Nisiros or Kalimnos? I can't remember. It was Kalimnos. I can't find the Italian things written, but you'll find like the facades of the building with the Italian.
The style.
Yeah. The architecture, but also, you know, the things written on the building, like written in Italian. Anyway, yeah, whatever. Definitely, you know, doesn't look like Italy. That's for sure. I mean, maybe some islands, I don't know, around Sponza or something, but that's not how Italy would look for sure. Most of the places in Italy. Anyway, is there anything else you'd like to say?
No, it was a pleasure to stay with you, and I improved a lot. I'm sure, because my problem was to speak a little bit more, and I found you very, very skilled,
Thank you.
very competent, very how to say, very nice.
Thank you. Is there any way you're considering to improve your English? Anyway, like, I don't know, like listening to videos or talking to people in English. For example, that's like language tandems. I'm gonna show it to you.
Yeah.
You'll find many
Nice.
in Milan. Yeah, if you look for that's tandem, but there's also many other sites. You know, you look for language tandem in Milan. You'll
I
find,
didn't know.
yeah. You'll find many. It's right from. Sometimes it's like languages change. Some other times tandem. It depends, but it's pretty much the same thing. Even, you know, even in Meetup, this site find many events like this one.
Mhm.
Anyways, thank you for being here, for listening to me. I hope that everything was enough, you know, informative for you, useful enough for you. If you have any, I don't know,
Absolutely.
if you have any doubt, any question, you have my email. You can send me an email whenever you want to. And
Thank you.
thank you. My pleasure.
Allora, arrivederci a settembre.
Buonasera a tutti.
Grazie di
Buonasera
tutti, buona serata a tutti, buone vacanze.
Grazie.
Un abbraccio.
Ciao,
Grazie.
Vediamo a
State bene, stay well.
A settembre.
Ciao anche le ragazze, ciao a tutti.